This story is about a time when this young man decided to be the odd one. On my 13th birthday, I got my first brand new bicycle. Before then, all of my friends and most of the boys in my community had a bicycle, even little Jimmy, and he was half my age. Normally, I would be the one who'd prefer to stay at home and watch TV or complete assignments. But whenever my friends and I got together after school, all they did was brag about how cool their bicycles were and how much fun it was going riding after school. And I would be there with nothing to say. Have you ever felt like you were the odd one in a group? That's exactly how I felt. I felt like I was missing out. So I made a plan. Each day, I saved a portion of my lunch money with the aim to buy a bicycle ASAP. A few months had passed, and a friend of mine was selling one of his bicycles. Surprisingly, I had saved just enough money to purchase it, so I gladly took it off his hands. Finally, this is the moment I've been waiting for. Little Jimmy has nothing on me now. Or so I thought. Within the first week of purchasing that bicycle, the brake stopped working, the chain broke one even while riding, and somehow both wheels got punctured at the same time. It was at that tender age I understood what it meant to be stressed out. Have you ever been so excited about something that you rush into it, only to later realize that it would have been better if you had waited and planned a little longer? I couldn't afford that old bicycle any longer, so I decided to sell it ASAP. My mother saw my determination and she decided to make me a deal. She said, "Tevon, if you ace your upcoming exams, I will buy you a brand new bicycle." Yes, this is just what I needed, or so I thought. I quickly sold that wretched bicycle and launched into preparation for my exams. I aced those exams, and on my 13th birthday, my dream came true. It was magnificent, elegantly painted in white and yellow, equipped with a soft leather-wrapped seat and shocks to tackle those bumpy country roads. I couldn't wait to go to school the next morning to be the one to brag about my new bicycle. Since my bicycle arrived, homework and studying went on the back burner. All that was on my mind was going riding after school with my friends. One Saturday morning, my friends and I decided to go on a little road trip. That morning, I told my mother that I was going to the library, which was only a mile away from my house, to complete a school assignment. When the only assignment I was about to complete was biking 16 miles with my friends, like we were cyclists training for the Olympics. My mother would never find out that I lied, or so I thought. On our way home that Saturday afternoon, I failed to negotiate one of Jamaica's famous potholes and met in a terrible bicycle accident. On that day, I broke 2 bones, my mother's heart and her trust. The disappointment I saw in my mother's eyes that day struck something in me. It made me realize that something had changed. See, friends, I was so determined to be like my friends, but in the process, I was losing myself. Have you ever been there? Many of us are struggling in various areas of our lives because we're trying to fit in the wrong crowd. We find ourselves wanting, buying, or doing things that may not be in our best interest just to be like our friends or co-workers. But is it worth it? I made a change that day. I no longer cared if I was seen as odd among my friends. My concern shifted from how can I be like my friends to how do I become who I was meant to be. And within a year of deciding to embrace being the odd one, I became a senior prefect and later the head boy of my high school. Friends, there's nothing wrong with being different or to stand out. See, God made every one of us with unique abilities, desires, and purpose because He knew that being different is how you'll make a difference in your life, your family, and ultimately the world. So don't lose what makes you you in the crowd. Don't give in to the fear of missing out and miss out on becoming who you were meant to be. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "The biggest challenge in life is to be yourself in a world that is trying to make you like everyone else." Let's conquer that challenge today and dare to be different. Dare to be yourself. Dare to be the odd one.